So we have several new releases that I'm going to catch up on reviewing this week because, quite frankly, it's been March Madness season and I've been watching basketball instead of going to the theaters this past couple of weeks. So we got a couple. We got A Working Man, we got Woman in the Yard, which is going to be my next video, and then we have Death of a Unicorn, and the Minecraft movie comes out this week, and all that, John. So today I'm going to review A Working Man. Before I start, please make sure to subscribe, like button, hit the bell, and comment down below. What is your opinions on A Working Man? Starring Jason Statham, directed by David Ayers. The last movie they did was The Beekeeper, which is the only reason I was halfway excited for this movie, because I really did like that movie. I thought it was a fun action movie, good action sequences that I thought worked. Hoping I'd have a good enough time with this one. And let me just say, I did not like A Working Man. I did not think that it was good at all. It is one of my least favorite movies of this year so far. Let's start with some things I like. Obviously, me, a normal, decent person, doesn't like watching people get sex trafficked. So watching sex traffickers get freaking beat up and killed by Jason Statham, you root for that. There are several cheer-worthy moments inside of here where oh yeah, that guy, he's a worthless piece of garbage. Oh yeah, you want to cheer, and you hate sex traffickers, so you like seeing them murdered. Alongside that, I think by far the best part of this movie was Ariana Rivas. I think I'm saying her name right. She played Jenny Garcia in the movie, the girl who is being sex trafficked. Now, for the first, as soon as she gets kidnapped to do that, the sex trafficked stuff, as soon as she gets kidnapped, she's kind of disappeared from the movie for about an hour. When she comes back, though, her performance in the third act I thought was really, really good. She was the best performance in here. The cast here is pretty good. You get people like David Harbour, who was in 3 scenes in the movie. He's always a charm, but he doesn't really do anything in here. Eve Moreau as Artemis I thought was okay. Jason Statham as our main character. He's given the Jason Statham performance. I don't think does anything too impressive with it. Kind of disappointing me because I do like Jason Statham, but he didn't really do anything too impressive with that. But Ariana Rivas is the reason that the best cast member here. I thought she was really, really good in the film. And the story, obviously, like I said, I like watching human traffickers get murdered. Besides that, there's not much else. There's really not much else in this movie. This is a very frustrating movie. How hard is it to mess up Jason Statham going to kill human traffickers because they kidnapped his boss's daughter? How hard is that to mess up? Pretty freaking hard, apparently, because they decide to change the whole story to not be about sex trafficking in the middle of it and be about drugs and, oh, the drug trade. Like, randomly. This movie feels like it's trying to be 1, 2, 3, 4 different movies in one. You get the plot about the daughter, and he's got to save the daughter. You get that plot. And then, like, randomly, he goes off, and he's like, oh, drugs. I got to get the drugs. Why does he have to get the drugs? I don't know. It was really confusing. And then you get plot with corruption. You get a plot with something else. This movie does not know what it wants to be. It clearly does not want to be Jason Statham's Taken. It's trying to do something more, because you could feel that the story is more complex than Jason Statham's Taken. But it's not. It's not. Just do Jason Statham's Taken, and it'll work very well. The script is horrible. The dialogue is rough. It doesn't make any sense. And worst of all, we have to have numerous plot lines in here that just don't make any sense. And it's just kind of like, oh, so he's trying to rescue the daughter. What takes him to this random biker gang location? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense because the script sucks. Now, other things within the script that are also horrible. Number one, the dialogue is really cringy. Like, from the very beginning, it like does this whole war montage. Oh, he's such a cool guy because he's a war hero. And then you get this big sweeping music. And what's the big sweeping music for? A construction site. They're just doing their job. It tries to make, like, him being a working man, a dude who has a job, be a really cool thing, even though thousands of people do it, and you know what? They're good people, but it's not, like, the coolest thing in the world. Like, the first opening monologue was, alright, guys, we got to make sure we have our same fingers as we leave. Yeah, let's do this. We cool guys, because we do construction work. We cool. Later on in the movie, a literal line in the movie is, this guy's like, oh, I respect you, man. Why? Because you're a working man? Yeah, get it? That's the title of the movie, because you're a working man. What? What? Like, the dialogue is so bad. You killed my sons. I'm going to kill you next. Literally a line in the movie. Also, it just doesn't make any sense, because Jason Statham is supposed to be like this guy down on his luck. He can only see his daughter for 2 hours a week. He lives in his truck, but for some reason he's got all these Bluetooth cameras, all this high-tech gear, these guns, all this fancy smancy gear. Also, his truck is very obviously a Dodge Ram, because they make sure to mention it 5 times within the movie that, oh, he's the guy in the Dodge Ram. This movie is brought to you by Dodge Ram. Literally, that is what this movie is, bro. Because the script is just so bad. It makes no sense how Jason Statham, a guy living in his Dodge Ram truck. Oh, also later on in the movie, he steals like a Dodge normal car. And what do they mention? Oh, he's a guy in the gray Dodge. Movie's totally not sponsored by Dodge, by the way. It just doesn't make any sense. How does he have all these fancy cameras? How does he have all these trackers and stuff? If he's out of the business, he's living in his truck. It makes no sense. And then the dialogue is just so rough. Like, David Harbour says, I'm glad you're home, brother. Very glad you're home, brother. Jason Statham like, hey, you remember my friend Gunny? Yeah, the blind one, because he can't see. He thinks he can see, though. Literally a line in the movie. Dialogue is rough. It is so rough. And it might be something I can forgive if the action sequences are good. There's two halfway decent action sequences in here. Wouldn't even call them good. I'd call them halfway decent. It's, yeah, let's do this number. Shaky cam action. Oh, look, he's stabbing a guy, or did Jason Statham get stabbed? You can't tell, because you can't see a freaking thing, because the cam is so shaky. It's so jarring when, like, you get to the point where, oh, snap, Jason Statham's gonna beat some people. Can't wait. And then you can't see a single thing. It sucks. It's so jarring. So a story that tries to be more complex than it has to be, that it just eventually doesn't make sense. The dialogue is horrible. He has so much gear. The action sequences aren't good. And it's a movie that the pacing does not work either. It feels like I was sitting there for 4 hours. The movie is just under 2 hours, and it feels like I watched it for 4. I felt like I was sitting in the theater seat forever. Like, how is this plotting going to wrap up? Why? What do we have to do with the drug trade? Why is the drug trade a crucial part of this story? It doesn't make any sense. And the way it wraps up just doesn't make any sense. Obviously, like, there is a cheer-worthy moments. There are people that, like, oh, yeah, we're going to human traffic you. Well, bang, you like seeing Jason Statham shooting him in the head. But that's about it. That's about it. And Ariana Rivas, obviously. She's good. She's really good. So, just a movie that, it's not that hard to screw up. It's really not that hard to screw up. And somehow they managed to screw it up and be one of the worst movies of 2025 thus far. Before I give you my final score, please make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell, and comment down below what is your opinions on A Working Man. I know a lot of people enjoyed it much more than I did. And with that said, A Working Man has a great performance by Ariana Rivas, and you hate human traffickers, so it's fun to see them get killed, but the script is horrible, and it doesn't make any sense. It was kind of a drag to get through. It's not good. That's why A Working Man, I am going to give a D+. Thank you guys for clicking on this video. Stay tuned for a Woman in the Yard review coming very, very soon. And with that said, subscribe.